If you want to convert more audience members into customers, there are two psychological forces that have had a bigger impact on this in my businesses than anything else. And I want to talk about what these psychological forces are. The first psychological force is the force of self-discovery. The power of self-discovery. In other words, inviting someone to discover something about themselves. And here's the reason why. It doesn't matter what market you're in, what you sell, or who you sell to. The thing that people care more about than anything else is themselves. And if you can offer an opportunity to discover something about themselves, then it's a compelling offer that is absolutely irresistible. In fact, we see this in something known as the Barnum Effect. The Barnum Effect is where you can offer generalized advice, but positioned in a personalized way where people perceive it to be uniquely, specifically for them. So it's, if you've ever heard someone say, you know what, you must be the type of person that really cares a lot about the work that you do. You must be the type of person that has deep relationships in your life and is always looking to maybe improve yourself. Those are highly generalized statements that, positioned in a certain way, can come across as being highly personalized. So the first effect, the Barnum Effect, or also known as the Forer Effect, taps into the power of self-discovery. The second psychological force is the power of micro-commitments. Asking people to take tiny little steps instead of inviting them to take big, scary steps along the way. Now, on the conversion path of taking someone from being an audience member to a customer, asking people to take too big of a step too soon is like the kiss of death in getting them to actually convert. So the answer, the secret, is to invite people to shrink the size of the step that's so small, it's literally impossible for them to say no. And when you do this, what happens is you're actually hacking the limbic system in a person's brain. You're hacking the fight or flight or fear response that someone might have in their amygdala. By shrinking the size of the step to be so small, it goes undetected in the fear response in a person's brain, so they naturally and seamlessly take one little baby step at a time. Now, you might be asking yourself, how do you apply these psychological forces in your business? What's the technique? What's the tactic? Arguably the most effective tactic in the world to do this is to use a quiz funnel. A quiz funnel whereby you ask questions to invite someone to discover something about themselves. A quiz funnel where you tap into the power of micro commitments to invite people to take tiny little baby steps to go from being a non-customer, a follower, an audience member, to be a customer, a client, and a fan for life. So you might be asking, what's an example of this in action? Well, let me give you two. The first is in the retirement planning space. So there's a company called Smart Asset that's built an incredibly successful retirement planning quiz funnel, whereby they ask you a series of questions to help identify how ready you are for your retirement. This taps into the power of self-discovery by discovering, am I ready? And using the power of micro commitments, they ask you to provide just a little bit of information about your financial situation, your personal history, and more to entice you down this path. Second example, for digital marketing agencies. We've just created an assessment that you can actually use, which is a really cool one, which is how AI ready is your business? Take this assessment to find out now. It's a cool little assessment to figure out, is your company, your business, what you've been doing in your professional work, are you really ready for AI in the way that it's going to hit you? Take this assessment, take this quiz to find out now. So two examples that you can use to apply these two psychological forces in action. Now, my final question for you is this. Based on everything that we've talked about here today, what's your micro commitment? What's your immediate next step that you're going to take based on the insights that you've gained from this video right here? Leave a comment below to let us know. And oh, by the way, make sure that you like and subscribe for more videos like this, including the next video that's coming up that I think you're absolutely going to want to see.